Now, the next government, if it is voted in, will have a razor-thin majority of 61 seats in the 120-seat Knesset. It could have had 62. But last month, Yamina Knesset member Amichai Shikli broke party ranks and said he would not sit in a coalition with the left-wing Meretz party, saying it would be a betrayal of Yamina's voters. That's generated much speculation about Shikli's future, starting with whether he'll vote for, against, or abstain in that vote to approve a Bennett-led government. And joining us in studio is current member of the Yamina party in Parliament, Amichai Shikli. So, Amichai, maybe help us with the suspense. First of all, reports you may be weighing whether to change your mind. Can you tell us how you're going to vote in that vote on the government? And then what will your position be if that new government comes into power?
Yeah, so first of all, I will oppose this government.
Okay.
Yamina was very clear during the election period about its approach towards the government. We said clearly we're going to establish a right-wing government, and we're not going to let Lapid to be the prime minister. Through the lenses of ideology, this is a progressive government that is now been established, and I don't want these forces to be enforced with votes from Yamina voters. So I will oppose this government. And about my personal political future, well, that's there are some sanctions. If I will oppose, I can be a rebellion MK, which means I could not run in an party in the next election. That's the meaning.
Let me ask you, one of your fellow Yamina parliament members, Niro Bachas, also had hesitations. It looks like he will vote to the government. But he did say that if he opposes the government, he will resign from the party and just let whoever the next in line take its place, because he feels he owes that to Naftali Bennett. Don't you feel you owe Naftali Bennett some degree of loyalty, at least to just resign from the party?
So I owe Naftali Bennett respect, but I think it's I brought all my reputation and all my energy to this campaign, and I supported Naftali Bennett because of his ideas and his ideology. That's not my first time. That's actually my second time. I was also in Yamin Hadash. I see Yamina as the parallel to Meretz. It should be from the right to the Likud in terms of economy, security, and other issues. That's a right-wing party, and therefore I think that I represent and we have also the polls, more than 50% of Yamina voters oppose this government. And therefore, look, this is a parliamentary democracy. So each member of Knesset is representing actual people. It's not that we're soldiers of the leader of the party. And I'm willing to take the sanctions if needed for my ideology and my promise to the voters.
But I understand that, just very briefly, if Yamina no longer represents the values you believe it should have stood for, why not just resign from the party and resign from the Knesset?
Because if you resign, you give power to this government, which represents now the ideas of the left.
All right. Well, Amichai Shikli, I'm going to ask you to stay with us. We are going to go out for a break because we're going to talk about what you consider the ideas of the left, some controversy over some of the comments you mentioned, the Meretz party. We're going to go into that a little more when we're back. Also,